The speech re-emphasized many of the things the government points to as accomplishments going back to 2007. As for what's new, it's committed to invoking the notwithstanding clause to protect school choice. This came up earlier this year after a court ruling. The Premier said at that time the clause was an option. After yesterday's reversal on Bill 40, the province will commit $300 million to boost Sask's internet and cell coverage across the province. It will also amend the Privacy Act to protect victims of sexting or revenge porn schemes, allowing victims to sue for compensation. One of the items that got the biggest reaction today was the province's hope that municipalities will adopt ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft. SGI would offer those companies affordable insurance. The Premier says it's another effort to reduce drinking and driving in Saskatchewan.
Obviously, almost every major North American city is comfortable with respect to the safety that's provided by the various ride-sharing platforms. I do think, the Uber and Lyft solution is perhaps another option for the major cities, but it doesn't speak to the need to have something like that. It's equivalent in rural Saskatchewan, and so that's why we're challenging our tech community to perhaps, and I think Manitoba's seen the same thing. We'd like our tech community to develop similar options for rural Saskatchewan.
On ride-sharing, interim NDP leader Nicole Sarr said she welcomes initiatives to help address drinking and driving, but wants the province to get the input of the cities when it comes to something like Uber. As for an overall analysis of today's throne speech, Sarr said it read like the Premier trying to protect his legacy and less about serving the people of the province. She didn't hold back when asked about Bill 40, something she referred to as garbage.
Everybody knew that was garbage. Saskatchewan people saw it for the garbage that it was, and now we're finally seeing the Premier listen to Saskatchewan people on this. But don't get me wrong, every single one of those Sask Party MLAs voted in favor of that bill. They voted to pass that bill into legislation. And now what they have to do is table a new bill to change the law again.
There's plenty more to digest in this speech, including the province's plan to fight climate change as an alternative to the federal carbon tax. Those details were not in the throne speech. The political gamesmanship will really get going tomorrow with the first question period of the sitting. And several MLAs on both sides were in the midst of their own leadership campaigns. It should make for an interesting few weeks. Adam Hunter, CBC News, Regina.